Hello my friends, and welcome to this part of our writing course into which we are going to discuss punctuation marks, go through them one by one and know how to use them in order to make our pieces of writing, whether they are paragraphs, essays, articles, or any other type of pieces of writing, professional. As you see here, my friends, I have divided this course into two parts. The first part starts from the period till the quotation marks, while the second part is going to start from the braces and ends at the double dagger. To tell the truth, my friends, the idea of this course came from an article I have read about 3 or 4 months ago in one of the famous periodics that is interested in English literature, and highlighted that more than 90% of English learners, whether those who are learning English for academic reasons, for example, to take the IELTS, the TOEFL, the PTE, or the proficiency exams of the universities, or those who want to prepare their thesis in master degree or PhD, or even publish some articles, or they are even interested in English literature, or those who are learning English to develop their writing skills. More than 90% of them, my friends, couldn't recognize how to use most of the common punctuation marks, like the question mark, like the exclamation point, the dash, and some of them didn't know even what the semicolon is. In this course, my friends, we are going to have classes, separated and independent ones. In each class, we are going to take one of these punctuation marks in isolation, study it, dissect it into depth, and know when to use it and when not to use it, and the most common mistakes some students have been making in the IELTS, PTE, TOEFL, and proficiency exams, or those who are publishing their articles in the most famous periodics in the world. Now, my friends, which one of these punctuation mark we are going to talk about today? I will give you the choice to choose. Well, correct. We are going to talk about this one. Now, my friends, let's start talk about it and dissect it into depth. And now, my friends, let's continue talking about the exclamation point and the hyphen. And here, my friends, as you all know, we use the exclamation point in order to express strong emotions. Generally, my friends, if you ask any linguist, what is language? The linguist is going to answer you that a language is a group of letters which make a group of words that express ideas and thoughts of people, and sometimes they express feelings. And generally, my friends, we all know that only letters cannot express the feelings of people. That's why sometimes we have to use some symbols in order to show the feelings of the speaker, of the writer, in a specific part. And here, my friends, for example, I here use the exclamation point to express strong emotions and feelings like excitement, joy, anger, fear, etc. Let me give you 2 examples here. The first one is, I can say to you, we won the champion, we are the best. And here, my friends, when I talk with excitement, I should use some symbols to show the reader. For example, I'm speaking, for example, here, my friends, I am writing a story, and in one part, in one scene in this story, there is a speaker who is speaking with an excitement, so I should refer to his excitement. If there is no excitement, for example, or no feelings, we can say, yes, we won the champion, we are the best. So in here, my friends, using the exclamation point shows the reader how the writer or the speaker wanted to express feelings. And here, my friends, we say, be careful, watch out, They are coming. And here, my friends, again, we are showing strong feelings for the listener or for the reader generally. The second use is to show emphasis. And here, my friends, an example, it's very important you come on time. When you want to emphasize on one point while speaking, we use the exclamation point or exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. Again, my friends, the second example, she is absolutely the best student in the class. And here, my friends, again, as I said, the teacher, for example, wants to emphasize on a point for the parents of a student, telling him that your son or your daughter is the best student at my class. The third use, my friends, is to express surprising or astonishment. And here, for example, when something unexpectedly happens, for example, your friend uh, tells you that he or she is getting married, and and you say, "You are getting married? Are you kidding?" And here, my friends, you use, "You're getting married? Congratulations!" So in here, you show or you give some life to what is written. Because generally, my friends, language is nothing but letters combined together to make voices, to express thoughts or ideas. But the feelings, generally, for the feelings, a language cannot or cannot conveys the full message of feelings, even if we use the exclamation marks. But using the exclamation marks or exclamation point makes it more emotional for the reader. And here, my friends, I can't believe how beautiful you have become. You talk to a girl, for example, your nephew or your niece, and you see her after 5 or 6 years, and you tell her, "Oh, you were a girl, you were a you were a little girl. Now you have become a young lady, and look at yourself, how beautiful you have become." And here, my friends, I would like to mention one point for the exclamation mark. An exclamation mark or an exclamation point, my friends, is important in our writing, but don't overuse it. Think of an exclamation point as the spice in food. If you add a lot of spice in your food, it's going to be very spicy, and you cannot carry on eating it, while a small, or let's say an appropriate amount of this spice goes long way. Well, that's it for today. My friends, I hope that you have enjoyed watching this video and learned how to use the punctuation mark we explained today. And I hope, my friends, that in the future you are going to be capable of using this punctuation mark correctly and precisely and accurately in the pieces of writing you are going to go through in the future. Again, my friends, allow me before I finish this class to remind you of the importance of punctuation marks course for all English learners, whether those who are preparing for their TOEFL, IELTS, PTE, or proficiency exams, or those who are writing their thesis, articles for PhD and master degree. And also, my friends, for those who are looking for a good job and to improve their careers, which are related to writing. For us, my friends, the English people, punctuation marks are very important, so be careful while using them. So, my friends, if you haven't understood one of the points or one of the uses of the punctuation mark we have talked about today, please try to play this video again and try to play some Kahoot games which are going to be related to the same punctuation mark. Again, my friends, study harder to get better. Thank you, and see you in the next class. Goodbye.